Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Jennifer with Olympia Piano. This is a keyboard music theory video that's going to help you understand and create the three most common types of seventh chords: major seventh chord, minor seventh chord, and dominant seventh chord. These are not the only types of seventh chord. There's several different varieties, but these happen the most frequently. So before I post the music up above, seventh chord is a 4-note chord. And when it is in root position, it's stacked up in thirds. So third, third, third. The bottom note is the name of the chord, and the top note is either a major seventh or a minor seventh. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll get started by just going over the difference between a major third and a minor third, because for these particular seventh chords, we are just using these intervals to create them. And just to review, a half step is the very next key. So this is a half step, that is a half step. Major third down here is made up of 4 half steps. So down here I have pictured C to E. And if we're counting up, C, 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps. You include the bottom one and the top one. So this is what we call a major third. I'm going to indicate it with a capital M for major and then the number 3. Now, minor third is made up of 3 half steps. So if we start here on E, we do half step, half step, half step to G. And that's your minor third over here. So I'm going to indicate these like that. See the uppercase for major, lowercase for minor. The first type of seventh chord we're going to discuss in this video is called a major seventh chord. And you would see it notated like this. C being the root, M-A-J, 7. That's what you'd see in your music. So I'd like to just go through the intervals of a thirds. As you can see over here, circled in yellow, this is what it looks like on the note. So it's stacked up in thirds when it is in root position. There are other versions of this chord, but we're not going to do that in this video. So major seventh, we start with the root, which is C to E. So I'm going to determine that it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a major third. Then the next interval, E to G. 1, 2, 3. The minor third. And then the top third, G to B. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a major third. So when we are creating a major seventh chord, starting from the bottom, it's going to be major third, minor third, and major third. Another way of thinking about it that works for many people is a major chord plus a major third on top. So get used to how that one sounds. The next type of chord is called a minor seventh chord. And when you see it notated, you'll see the name of the chord, D in this case, the root, lowercase m indicating minor, number 7. You also might have a lowercase letter like that. And you also sometimes see, especially in jazz books, a dash, meaning minor seventh. So the way this one stacks up, here's the chord right here. Here's how it sounds. It's going to be D to F, starting with 1, 2, 3. So that's a minor third first. Then F to A. 1, 2, 3, 4, major third. And then A to C, minor third. Minor, major, minor. So similarly to what we discussed before, you may also think about this minor chord at a minor third. The final type of seventh chord we're going to go over in this video is called a dominant seventh chord, and you might also know this as a 5-7. And the way this is notated is one thing. It is G7. So the name of the root plus the 7. So if you just see G7, nothing else, it means that it is a dominant seventh chord. So our first third interval is major third. Our second interval, B to D, minor third. And our third third is another minor third. major third, minor third, minor third. You can think about this, major chord plus minor third on the top. The first half of this exercise was done in the key of C, so they were all white keys. Now I'm just going to redo the whole thing so you can see how it works with black keys. So we're going to do the key of E flat here, major third, 1, 2, 3, 4, E flat to G, minor third, G to B flat, 1, 2, 3. Remember, major seventh chord starting from the root or the bottom is major third, uppercase M, minor third stacked on top of that, major third stacked on top of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, major third. G to B flat. 1, 2, 3, minor third, and B flat to D. 1, 2, 3, 4, major third. Stacking all on top here, we'll get major third, major third. Major chord plus major third on top. Minor seventh chord, stacking from the bottom, is going to be F to A flat, 1, 2, 3, minor third, A flat to C, 1, 2, 3, 4, major third, C to E flat, 1, 2, 3, minor third. So here at the end of the line, we have our F minor 7 chord, minor third, major third, minor third. Other way of thinking about it is minor chord plus a minor third on top. Finally, we have our 5-7, our dominant 7th chord. That one is stacked up from the bottom in root position. So we have B flat to D, major third, D to F, minor third, and F to A flat, another minor third. The chord at the end of the line here is a B flat 7, implying dominant 7. Major third, minor third, minor third. Major chord on the bottom plus minor third on the top. For those of you who really like music theory, here's a little bit of bonus material. A variety of different 7th chords happen naturally when you are in a scale. Using the scale notes is called diatonic. I'm going to take the information that we just learned about the major 7, the minor 7, and dominant 7, and we're going to ID these chords that naturally occur in a scale. And during this part of the exercise, try to listen and hear the difference between the chords. So our first chord is C, and can you hear that? It's a major chord with a major third on the top. So that is a C major 7th. Moving up the scale, using the very next note in the scale, we have minor chord, minor third on the top. So D minor 7. Next one, bottom note is E. You can hear minor chord, minor third on the top. Next one, F. Major chord, major third. So F major 7. G. Major chord, minor third on the top. That's your dominant 7. Next chord, A. Minor chord, minor third on the top. So A minor 7. And our final chord here is called a half diminished 7th chord. We're not going over this in this video, but I'm just going to show it to you anyway in this section. So it's diminished chord on the bottom, which is made up of 2 minor thirds with a major third on top. So it's called a half diminished chord, even though it's 2/3 diminished. So you notate it either like this, with a circle with a slash through it, or in jazz, this is what you see. B minor 7, flat 5. This is the more common way of seeing it. So our normal 5th above B would be F sharp, and it's flatted. And then we're back to C major 7. If you are using the notes of any major scale, this is the harmonic pattern of 7th chords. Major 7th, minor 7th, minor 7th, major 7th, dominant 7th, minor 7th, half diminished 7th, and major 7th. I'll just end by doing it in E flat. Major 7, minor 7, minor 7, major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, half diminished 7, major 7. Thank you very much for watching this Introduction to 7th Chords video. We covered major 7ths, minor 7ths, and dominant 7ths. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you will subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I have hundreds of educational videos. If you found it extremely helpful, you can even make a donation to the channel for more content like this. You can do that through PayPal or YouTube Super Thanks. And if you haven't visited my channel before, I love to know where you're from. So let me know where you're from in the comments, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. As always, thank you for watching.